We are now live with Arlene Blum in Berkeley, California. It's a beautiful day. So do you remember the first Earth Day back in 1970?
I do. And I remember feeling very hopeful. I was a fan of Rachel Carson back then. I just finished college, but a mountain climber, and it was all very exciting.
There was a sense of hope in 1970. Do you still have that sense of hope today?
I'm an optimist, and I do. And I'm really hoping that this big pause that we're all having right now, which has obviously terrible repercussions for many people, nonetheless could have reasonable hope for the planet. Because I feel like the things I'm interested in, climate change, plastic pollution, reducing toxic chemicals, they're like slow-moving pandemics. And I hope that during this period, we're not flying, we're consuming less, we're being very cautious about what we touch and what we eat and what we do. Everyone's more deliberate right now, that when this ends, and it will end sometime, we don't know when, that we will hopefully be more thoughtful about the earth and what we do, and maybe fly less, consume less, and care more. So that's my optimistic take.
I love that. Hallelujah. I mean, that's definitely really eloquently put, and I think meets the sentiments of many people, which is we have to do things differently. We were always told we couldn't. It was too difficult. It was too hard. It was impossible. And in 6 weeks, we showed that we can. So back in 1970, you were already climbing mountains, but you hadn't climbed above 8,000 meters yet.
No, 1970, I did the first all-women's climb of Denali in North America. Okay. I remember, I think I told you, our leader collapsed unconscious on the summit.
Yeah.
And I became the leader and actually was able to get her down alive. And that was very empowering and gave me the ability to start dreaming up that I could do really difficult things and make them happen. And once you start thinking that, it's a good thing.
You're looking back on it now, and so many of us, I think, look back and only want to focus on the good things, but many of the things that kind of informed who you are and who you became were out of adversity. You were given incredibly difficult challenges. People died while climbing next to you. You know, I think people feel now we're in one of those times, which is, wow, these are dark times. We're going to have a difficult time getting out of them. But how do you view like the ability to move beyond adversity?
Well, I'm always very focused on the goal, be it the top of a mountain or removing toxic flame retardants from our furniture, removing PFAS from our carpets. And I think I've learned that if you really can focus on a goal and you can find other people who share your goal and get a team and work together, you really can do things that you never believed were possible. And I think this is the moment we need a lot of people focused on the goal of really a better, healthier environment and world.
There's this whole unseen world of chemicals, 80,000 chemicals in the environment that affect all of us, but we can't see them. We don't know that they're there. Like, how's your evolution of thinking changed over this 50 years about what's harming us and how we can control it?
We do hear that there are 80,000 chemicals and it takes years to regulate one chemical, lots of research, lots of advocacy, and then that chemical is often replaced by an almost identical chemical, the regrettable substitute, and we go on and on. Say we're only going to use them when they're necessary. I think the use of harmful chemicals could go down by 70, 80, 90%, and we could all be a lot healthier. And I see that happening. We can make choices as consumers, but also as regulators, as scientists, as businesses, make better choices to move away from whole families like PFAS, flame retardants, unneeded antimicrobials, to healthier chemicals. And as I say, mountain climbers have to be optimistic because you don't keep going to these dangerous places if you don't believe that you can do things well and safely. Think more about moving away from harmful chemicals and from plastic pollution and obviously from the causes of climate change. And I think they're all related and that we can reduce all of them.
I have to make it happen. Take care.